Hello everyone, Impiator here, and welcome back to my Newcomer's Guide for Elden Ring. This is part 44. So in the last episode, we completed Gelmir Hero's Grave. We also made it to Volcano Manor, and we did some assassination missions, though we do still have a couple left. We got Vargrim in the capital, and way the hell up here we've got Juno Hoslo to deal with as well. So it's going to be a little while before we actually progress Volcano Manor, because we got a bunch of things to do before we enter the capital, as well as before we make our way up to this location too. Otherwise, though, in this episode, we're going to be doing what I said we were going to do in the last episode, which is going to the Carian study hall over here. After that, we're going to be heading over here, back to Redmane Castle. We're finally going to clean up the rest of the stuff that's here, get the items. There's also a boss battle for us here too. And then we probably won't make it to this by the end of the episode, I don't think, but we are going to be heading to the Shaded Castle, which is basically where we'll find the item required to progress Millicent. There's also a couple of boss battles there to deal with, too. Otherwise, though, let's head for the Eastern Liurnia Lakeshore first. So we're just going to head east towards the entrance. You can follow the road if you want to. I'm going to go ahead and just go the more direct route. Pick up some items along the way. And underneath this thing here is a scarab. I'll give us another somber smithing stone. So it's worth mentioning, in order to complete this place, you do have to have the Carian inverted statue. We obtained this from Ronnie by progressing her quest line after picking up the item in the bottom of Nokron, the Eternal City. So if you haven't brought that to her, she won't give you this, which this is meant to get you access to her curse mark. Because you did tell her that you were interested in her curse mark. But first, we're going to complete this place right side up. We'll come back to complete it upside down here in a minute. You can kill these enemies, by the way, if you want to, but they're going to be enemies that we have to face anyway once we flip the arena. Up here is a really irritating enemy. This is Preceptor Miriam. He will basically end up teleporting every time you get him a certain amount of the way down in his health. It's worth mentioning, if you attack him from afar, he won't teleport away. Most of the time, anyway. As you can see, he's really irritating. He just keeps teleporting whenever you get too close to him. Once you kill him, you're going to get the magic downpour sorcery. It's one of the abilities he was using on you. Unfortunately, we're not done with him yet. We'll have to kill him again once we flip the arena. Anyway, climb up this and just head straight. We're going to be heading right up the ladder here. Over here for the Cerulean Seed Talisman. This is going to increase the potency of your heals whenever you're trying to heal up on magic. Ourselves a golden rune. Then we're going to head back to the study hall entrance. So once you place it, that's going to flip the arena. And then Preceptor Miriam is back. Drop down off the side here, turn around, and there's going to be a Mask of Confidence pickup. Just ignore him for the moment. We're going to come over here. Good chance you'll have the opportunity to separate him from his summon. And he's dead. So you're going to get another ability, Lucidity. This allows you to heal from basically madness and sleep. And then we're going to drop down here. Really, you can drop down anywhere along here, but there's nothing on the upper floor. There are a couple of items out here, though, so we're going to take a right. Pick up a glintstone firefly. We got a dried liver over here. And then this will take us down. Alright, so once you get partway across this, you're going to be attacked by a Godskin Noble. You might remember the skinny version of this enemy previously. It was something that we fought. So as you can see, that thing has a massive amount of range. Bleed is really good against this fight. If you've got the ability to put him to sleep, you can do that. Slash is also effective. You can hit him out of that, by the way, if you want to, and that'll stun him. I don't really have the appropriate weapons for doing that, though. And you're going to get his gear once you kill him. Now, we'll be running into many of those enemies in the game, unfortunately. They're definitely a pain. So you don't actually have to do this, by the way, if you don't want to. This isn't required for beating the game. What it is required for, though, is one of the endings of the game. Specifically, if you plan to side with Fia, you'll need to get the curse mark. And then there's an optional boss, even if you don't side with Fia, that you can also fight. But it requires obtaining the curse mark here as well. Either way, this place isn't that hard to get through, so... in my opinion, why not get it? And here's what is left of Ronnie's discarded flesh. We We get the Stargazer heirloom in the process, along with the curse mark. So that raises intelligence. So no great rune at this tower, by the way. We are done with this place. Let's head for the chamber outside the plaza. Alright, so we're about to enter a boss battle against a misbegotten warrior enemy. Once we get him down to 50% of his health, he will be joined by a Crucible Knight, so it's very important that we kill this enemy quickly. Watch your health, though, because this enemy can do a lot of damage very quickly if you're not paying attention. We can still summon for the fight, and I do highly recommend that for this fight. So if you're good with timing, you should be able to beat him well before the Crucible Knight becomes a problem. He's going to start hitting you with his tail now, as well as do this attack. And that's going to do it for that fight. So we're going to get the Ruins Greatsword for our troubles. Has a unique skill, Wave of Devastation. Basically just a colossal smack on the ground. And that's going to give us access to a new grace to rest at. So we picked up all the enemy items that were back that way whenever we were coming here for the fight against Redmane. So we're going to be heading back this way now. So we're going to head up here first. As usual, try to get behind these guys. Got a smithing stone. So you'll see these enemies off the side here. You can hit them from afar if you want to. However, we've got one of these to deal with. So up to you if you want to deal with it. I'm just going to run from it. So Red Hot Wet Blade. This is going to allow us to use affinities for physical or flame type ashes. so we got an item in the chest here. So we are now standing out front of the boss arena. Otherwise, they're just going to head back. So now I'm going the opposite direction. Another pumpkinhead enemy. Up here we got the flamberge. We got the somber smithing stone. So this is overlooking basically where we just came from. Another smithing stone. Alright, now we have the fight against these two things on our hands. They both have drops, so I'm going to recommend that we kill them. Alrighty, so we got the drop for that. Smithing stone. Arteria leaf. I got a couple of rooms with some more stuff in them. So I think I'm going to go in the other one first. Back here we have an Armorer's Cookbook. This is going to let us get a new version of the fire pot, Redmane fire pot. These fire pots are good for doing magic damage, or fire damage in this case. even if you're not a fire or magic user. So a bunch of enemies in here, nothing too crazy, and they won't attack you unless you attack them. We can open that door, though there's not really anything we need to get out of there. Got another smithing stone. Got another armorer's cookbook. So this actually goes out to kind of this little courtyard area here. We're actually going to be going out there here in a moment by climbing this. I like climbing up this instead of going the other way because you can backstab this guy. And then this leads out to the same courtyard. Why there are two entrances / exits to this place, I'm not really sure. Alright, so Nicola's Lily if you want them, if you're collecting them. And then we're going to want to jump over this. Hey, golden rune. Now, unfortunately, you can't get down there without killing yourself, so what we're going to do is we're going to travel over to the impassable Great Bridge, because we are done with the castle at large. A couple items we can get, though, on the outskirts, so we're going to go... Oh! That hit me. Hit me, you know, square in the face. You know what? There's actually an item up there. I don't think we can get to it from here. Alright, so I made it over here. Don't think there's anything off the sides. Nope. Okay, there we go. So now we've collected all the items that are here. From this point, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap out. So in the next episode, we are going to be heading for the Shaded Castle. And that's a pretty big place, actually. So I think it'll take us probably most of the episode. Though there are a couple of little minor things that we can go back and do at this point. I believe there's one of our painting people over here we can go get near the Church of Pilgrimage, or maybe the Church of Iniquity. I can't remember. I'll have to look it up. But either way, we got that to get. There's a couple other little things here and there that we haven't collected yet. But otherwise, we'll do those things before we kind of move on to the next episode. But until then, thank you everybody for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Later.